well, this week is going to look very different. And if it works well this week, we'd like to continue on with this model in the future. But we didn't want to share this with you before you had some instruction from us. So right now what you guys are looking at is my screen on my iPad. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the slides, or actually you're going to go to, yeah, you're going to, whoop, sorry. You're going to click on the slides, and then in the top right hand corner, you guys know we're going to click that top square with the arrow in it to open it up in Google Slides so we can edit the slide. Then your Camp RBA assignments are going to come up. The first thing you're going to see is your agenda for the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday is gone. And if you click on Tuesday and go to slide 5, because that's the slide that's linked to it, then it's going to take you to the learning agenda for Tuesday. And you're going to see a quick overview of what you're going to be doing in every subject area. And then in the slides that follow, you're going to have your assignments. You have ELA. You have the second slide for your ELA. Then you have your Tuesday science slides. And then you have your Tuesday math slides. And then you'll see that if you keep going down the slides, you get to Wednesday and you need to stop. If for any reason you ever get lost in the slides and you need to go back home, you can just click the pictures of Miss McLean and I, and click slide 2, and that takes you right back to the beginning. Also, if you click on Lexia on that home screen, that's going to take you to your Lexia goal sheet. This is where you're going to record your progress in meeting the goals. Connor, are you paying attention, honey? Okay, so like yesterday, Monday, I'm going to use KJ for an example because I know he got his 80 minutes and he got his 16 units. The instructions up here at the top say every day you're going to log the minutes you completed in the blue box and the number of units in the yellow box. So I put 80 in the blue box, and I'm going to click in the yellow box, and I'm going to double click so my cursor comes up, and I'm going to put 16. Now, if I were KJ, I would then be able to take a screenshot with my iPad by pushing the menu button and the lock button at the same time to take a screenshot. And then what I would do, everybody needs to pay attention to this because y'all are uploading pictures a lot in Google Slides. So what I would do then, after I have my screenshot, I would go to the add, and then I'm going to click on image. And then the image is going to be from the photos. And there it is. So then, of course, I'm going to need to size it down so that it fits in that cute little iPad screen. And if yours overlaps, that's fine. If you want to be a perfectionist, you can crop your picture so that it fits in there perfectly. And just take off any excess that you don't need. Okay? Any questions about that? And I am recording this, so if anybody has any questions or you're confused or anything, you can go back and see what I have done. All right. Your ELA, you're going to have to identify the character, setting, and plot for the story that you're going to write today. Your spooky campfire story. Some of you are already ready to share. But we want to make sure we've got a good planned out story. So in order to type into these boxes, all you need to do is double click with your finger until the cursor comes up, and then you can type. Characters in my story are going to be Billy and Susie. Okay? Any questions there?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it have to be a boy and girl?
No, it could be anybody. It could be dogs. It could be a bear who's terrorizing campers at the campsite. You guys be as creative as you want.
Bigfoot.
Okay. You can even write from the perspective of the bear. Maybe the campers feel like the bear is terrorizing them, but maybe he just wants to come hang out and tell campfire stories too. So let's think of ways to be creative with our writing. Riley Bird says we can write about the coronavirus, how it infiltrated the camp. All right, and then like today, your science for today, you've got to go outside and take pictures of clouds and evidence that you can find of the water cycle. So again, everybody pay attention. We're going to go over how to upload a picture into your slides. You're going to go to the plus button. So you're going to click the plus. You're going to click image. Then you're going to click from photos. And I went out this morning and took a couple photos. Okay. So there's a photo. Now I'm going to go again, add image from photos. Got some evidence. You guys see my evidence of the precipitation on my car. It's precipitated here a little bit today. Okay. And then you're going to have to bring those pictures and put them here. So then once you've got them in one slide, you can copy and paste. Or you can copy and paste. Or you can just insert the image again. That's completely up to you. Okay, sometimes it might get a little finicky and hard to manage from your iPad screen. So if it is a little hard to manage because maybe the typing is a little small, you can always zoom in so that you can have a better view as to what you're working on. Now, say I accidentally messed up and deleted a picture or something, and I needed that back. This is very important as well, because all of the images that are embedded in your slides are very important, and some of them are linked to other things. So if you accidentally delete something or you move something in the wrong place, all you have to do is click the undo button and it reappears. Undo. Maybe I deleted my picture by accident. Undo, undo, undo. Okay, and everything goes back to normal. Please do not email me or Miss McLean and say, I deleted all of my slides. I don't know what to do. I just showed you. You push the undo button until it goes back to the last place that wasn't messed up. Any questions?
Yes.
Okay, ask away.
How many pictures do you want us to take for science?
Just one of each.
Okay.
And Miss McLean, would you like to go over the math? You want me to go to the math slide?
Sure.
Okay.
Start with IXL.
Okay.
So yesterday, everybody should have gotten IXL done. There was like a little county glitch there for a little bit where people couldn't get on, but that only lasted till early afternoon. So if you will go ahead and on the slide she was on that says IXL.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
That's okay.
I'm going to close out of it and go back into it because I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because I have so many apps open.
While she's pulling that up, be really careful. I know I had 2 kids in my class delete all their slides for tweets. And if that happens, we have to reassign those slides to you, and you don't want to start over. Okay, so if we go into iExcel, it shows you in the upper left-hand corner what one you're supposed to be doing. On Monday, if you completed it to master, you can go ahead and click on that gray arrow and put in 100. If you didn't, go ahead and plug in what you did. If you didn't do any, I want you to put 0, okay? And then on Tuesday, I want you to tell me what score you ended on. On Wednesday, I want you to tell me what score you ended on until you hit 100. Once you hit 100, you don't need to put anything else in. A score of 100 does not mean 100%. Some kids get to 115 minutes, some take longer. And please make sure that you are reading when you get it wrong. It explains how to do it. So if you're skipping that part, you're on a hamster wheel. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not going to learn how to hit master if we're not reading why you're getting it wrong and learning from that. So every single day, I want you to tell me what level you end on. Hopefully, the goal was everybody would be at 100 yesterday. Yes.
So with my iPad, it kept on doing where it wouldn't let me answer it. So what I did was I the application out and went back in it, and I had to keep on doing that to put in my answers.
So did you hear that? All right. Next, somebody left. Bummer. All right, next, go down to math on Tuesday, Tuesday. So you have 2 parts to it. Mr. S is coming to teach the first part. He'll be here at probably 9:30. He's going to teach you about airplane design, and you are going to, the 2 pieces of that stiff paper that was in your bag. So it was two plain colors. You're going to use those to build your airplane. And then you're going to choose one that you're going to use. And then you're going to click on this mountain picture, delete it, and upload the picture of your airplane. I want to see it. Okay, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
All right, next slide. Or you can even upload it on top of that. I really don't care. All right, Tuesday, math part 2. Step 1, you're going to attend the live lesson. I'll go over my part a little bit after he's done, but then I made an instructional video of how you're going to do it from start to finish. You're going to collect your data, and please watch the video. I'm still noticing a lot of people aren't watching videos. This is going to tell you what to do. The rest of this is not going to make sense without watching that video. And then you're going to take the information you get and go to slide 12 and enter it. There's a nice little spreadsheet. Again, I model how to do that in the video. Any questions? And we're going to use that to answer math questions this week and next week, so hold on to it.
One other thing is that since this is going to be assigned to you in Google Classroom, all your parents are going to have to do to check and see if you have done all of your work. They're not going to have to message me or Miss McLean. They're going to be able to click right in your Google Classroom on your slide, and they're going to be able to open it up into Google Slides, and it's going to show them everything that you have completed because Google Slides saves automatically. We're also going to be sharing this video with them so that they know what the expectation is for this week because it has changed. But we're hoping that this is going to be an easier way to manage. And since you guys are documenting everything that you're doing right here in this one slideshow for the whole week, it should make it much easier for your parents to know what's going on and for you guys to know what's going on, and for all of us to have one centralized location, one place to look for everything. Does that make sense? So if you guys did your Lexia, but you didn't record it on your sheet, your parents might not know that you've done your Lexia. And when they check to see if you've done your work for the day, they might say, well, Alora, you haven't done your Lexia because I don't see any minutes or units recorded. So make sure that as you guys are doing these things, as you finish your IXL, whatever skill, whatever score you're at the end of Tuesday after you've practiced for 10 to 15 minutes, put that in, double click in the Tuesday box so that the cursor comes up. Put that score in there so that your parents know that you've done IXL for that day. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a thumbs up, a high five, a fist bump, something. Okay, somebody walked out on that note. Okay.
Well, Matthew came. Somebody left. I'm not sure who. Hey, Matthew, we'll want you to watch the video when we're done here, okay?
Does anybody have any questions? Because this is a very different format than what you guys are used to using for online learning or virtual learning. But since we're going to be out and about and outside and exploring things for camp this week, we thought this would be a little bit easier to do it this way. What do you guys think? Give me some feedback as we wait on Mr. S to get here. Do you like this way more? You think it's going to be confusing? What do you think?
I don't think it's going to be that confusing.
You don't think it's going to be confusing? Okay. I'm hoping that it's not going to be very confusing. I'm hoping that it's going to be much simpler, and it's going to help us all to be on the same page. You guys and your parents and everybody. Giselle said that she likes this way more. That makes me happy. And you guys don't have to like it, but I definitely want everybody to give it a try. Don't forget that undo button is your best friend. If you mess something up, don't keep trying to fix it yourself. Just undo it. It's like a rewind. Just rewind. Go back.
Be very, very careful.